If you've been told you have a fatty liver, you've likely been told to just lose weight and eat better. That advice is lazy, and it's why most people never actually fix the problem. Your liver is the only organ in your body capable of complete regeneration, but it cannot do its job if it is drowning in a constant flood of glucose and inflammatory oils. Today, we are ending the confusion. I am giving you a precise, physiologically backed daily protocol to strip the fat from your liver cells, restore your metabolism, and get your energy back. This isn't a suggestion, it's a blueprint. The liver is your body's primary chemical processing plant. When you consume more energy than your body can use, specifically in the form of sugar and refined carbohydrates, the liver converts that excess into liquid fat called triglycerides. When the export system of the liver becomes overwhelmed, that fat stays inside the liver cells, causing inflammation and scarring. To reverse this, we have to flip the metabolic switch from fat storage to fat burning. We do this by controlling insulin, providing the liver with the specific raw materials it needs for detoxification, and honoring your biological clock. Your protocol begins the moment you wake up. Your liver has been hard at work all night processing toxins, and the first thing it needs is hydration without an insulin spike. You will start your morning with 16 ounces of room temperature water mixed with 1 tablespoon of organic apple cider vinegar and a squeeze of fresh lemon. The acetic acid in the vinegar improves insulin sensitivity, while the lemon provides vitamin C and citric acid to support bile flow. Bile is the detergent of your body. It's how your liver flushes out fat-soluble toxins. Following your hydration, you will delay your first meal. If you want to reverse fatty liver, you must embrace a 16-8 intermittent fasting window. This gives your liver a dedicated period where it doesn't have to process incoming nutrients and can instead focus on autophagy, the body's way of cleaning out damaged cells. During this morning fast, you're allowed black coffee. In fact, I encourage it. High-quality organic coffee is one of the most hepatoprotective substances on Earth. It contains chlorogenic acids and polyphenols that have been shown in clinical studies to reduce liver enzymes and prevent the accumulation of scar tissue. Drink it black. No sugar, no cream, and certainly no artificial sweeteners, which can ironically worsen liver fat. Around noon, you will break your fast with your first liver rescue plate. The structure of this meal is non-negotiable. Half of your plate must be cruciferous vegetables. Think broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, or ideally raw arugula and radishes. These vegetables contain sulforaphane and glucosinolates, which activate the phase 2 detoxification pathways in your liver. These compounds literally help your liver cells neutralize carcinogens and process fat more efficiently. The other half of your plate should be split between high-quality protein and healthy fats. You need protein to provide the amino acids, like methionine and cysteine, that the liver uses to produce glutathione, your body's master antioxidant. Think wild-caught salmon, grass-fed beef, or pasture-raised eggs. Eggs are particularly vital because they are the richest source of choline. Choline is the transport vehicle for fat. Without enough of it, fat gets stuck in your liver because it has no way to be moved out. For your fat source, use 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil or half an avocado. Avoid all seed oils like canola, soybean, or corn oil. These are highly unstable and cause the exact type of lipid peroxidation that damages liver membranes. Because I'm your favorite doctor, I'm telling you the truth. Those heart-healthy vegetable oils are fueling your liver's destruction. In the mid-afternoon, you will perform your movement protocol. You don't need to run a marathon. In fact, a 20-minute brisk walk immediately after a meal is more effective for fatty liver than an hour at the gym later in the day. This postprandial walk forces your muscles to soak up the glucose from your meal, preventing it from ever reaching the liver to be turned into fat. If you want to accelerate the process, add 2 days a week of resistance training. Increasing your muscle mass increases your glucose sink, making it much harder for your liver to get overloaded in the future. Your final meal of the day should occur before 7 p.m. This meal follows the same structure as lunch, but with an emphasis on bitter foods. Dandelion greens, radicchio, or even a cup of unsweetened hibiscus tea can stimulate bile production. This ensures that as you head into your sleep cycle, your gallbladder is primed to dump bile and keep the pipes clear. After this meal, the kitchen is closed. No late-night snacking. Your liver needs the nighttime hours to perform housekeeping tasks, not to digest a bag of chips. There are 3 liver killers you must remove entirely for the next 90 days. The first is fructose. Unlike glucose, which can be used by every cell in your body, fructose can only be processed by the liver. When you drink soda or eat high fructose corn syrup, it goes straight to the liver and turns into fat instantly. It is essentially alcohol without the buzz. The second is alcohol itself. Alcohol is a direct toxin that halts fat burning for up to 48 hours. The third is refined flour. Bread, pasta, and crackers hit your bloodstream as pure sugar, triggering a massive insulin spike that locks fat inside your liver cells. To support this routine, you can consider specific targeted supplementation, but only if the foundation is solid. Milk thistle, specifically the active compound silymarin, helps stabilize liver cell membranes. N-acetylcysteine, or NAC, provides the precursor for glutathione. And TUDCA, a type of bile salt, can be incredibly effective for clearing out sludge from the bile ducts. These are the tools you use to polish a high-performing engine. Within the first 2 weeks of this protocol, the brain fog associated with fatty liver will begin to lift. This is a sign that your systemic inflammation is dropping. By week 4, you will notice your liver roll starting to soften and shrink. By month 3, you would see your AST and ALT enzymes normalizing. This isn't magic, it is biology. This protocol requires discipline, but your liver is incredibly forgiving if you just stop hitting it with the same metabolic sledgehammer every day. You have the power to reverse this. You have the map. Now, you just have to walk the path. Start tomorrow morning with your water and your walk. Take control of your biology because no one else is going to do it for you. I'll be here to guide you through every step of this journey. If you found this protocol helpful, make sure you're subscribed and share this with someone who's struggling with their metabolic health. Let's get to work on that recovery, because I'm your favorite doctor.